Good evening, everyone, and those who are just waking up, good morning and good afternoon. First off, I want to just tell everybody, even though I don't believe in this anymore, I outgrown the Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas bullshit when I became awake and conscious about the world that I live in. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. Just want to get that out there. Excuse me. Just want to get that out there. It is crazy out here today, man. You know, it's about to be Christmas Eve tomorrow. And this is the way things are, man. It's been crazy. People are traveling reckless, driving reckless. People are all over the damn place, running around with the chicken with their heads cut off, just crazy as hell out here. So people out here are watching. Be safe and be smart. And then people getting drunk and crazy, and people just getting high. Just being reckless and then you got people, then you got the fear mongering and people just watching the media, listening to the media with all this propaganda and all this bullshit to keep you distracted from what the hell is going on. This is the reason why I don't like the holidays, because it's nothing more than business as usual to the criminals who promote this shit and control these holidays and operate on these holidays. You know, they create these holidays, these pagan days, run it, own it, and control it. You know what I'm saying? You know, cops are ready. People are crazy. People getting in arguments. People getting stressed out. People being rude as hell. People have no manners. There are a few smiley folks out there, but at the same time, most of these people who are happy and all positive, you know, it's a false positivity because they're sheep. They are asleep to what's going on. They got money and they can get whatever they want. You know, they can get it any time, but it's like, I just don't know how to put it into words. But they act like everything's fine. You know, the economy is still fucked up. People say it's gotten better. No, it hasn't gotten better. It's just the way things are operating has changed. The game plan has changed. The economy is still fucked up. You see a lot of homeless people. You see a lot of people still struggling. You got a lot of people still losing their jobs. Or should I say, and not only that, losing their businesses at the same time. You got chaos. You got people getting killed. People getting murdered. People getting killed by cops. You got people, you know, you got wars. All kinds of bullshit going on. You got violence, chaos, pedophilia, rape, and all this filth that's going on in our fucking society. And people tell me, oh, you should be happy. Yes, I'm happy to be alive, but at the same time, sometimes I'd rather be dead. Sometimes I think like that. I'd rather not be alive and live in this evil-ass, fucked-up society, in this fucked-up, or I should say, this fucked-up world that I'm living in, that's run by evil and operated by evil, but you got these so-called good people out here who do nothing. Claim to be good people, but they're really not good people because they let shit happen. You know, people complaining about the system, bitching about the system, talking about how evil the system is, and talking about how evil and chaotic this world is, but they talk about the system, they talk about the government, they talk about the fucking New World Order. They talk and bitch about all these things, and they talk about the corporations and the government corruption, the corporation corruption, and these rich elites doing wealthy elites doing all this illegal shit. But you motherfuckers are so stupid, y'all still spend your money on these pagan days supporting this treacherous, evil ass system that y'all complain about. And what's annoying is that you got so-called black folks, like, you know, they call themselves black, so I might as well just, you know, even though they're people of color, but they got a European mindset. I call them Negro-peens, believing in this Jesus, and this God has done nothing for us for the last 500 fucking years. Y'all bitching about Caucasian supremacy and racism, police brutality, and y'all being murdered by the cops. Or, I mean, you're being murdered by the cops, or you're being murdered by racists, and then these prejudiced groups who don't like us, but want to benefit and want to beat us and take whatever benefits them from our culture. Y'all complain about this shit, but y'all still supporting them and patronizing these businesses. That's why I don't like the fucking holidays, because people complain about the system, complain about the government, complain about how evil these corporations are. You complain about, you got people, especially children, working 27, 30-hour days, 24 hours straight, not sitting down, no break, and they're getting like pennies on a dollar. You got people working in these fucking sweatshops, making your fucking products. Every time you go to Best Buy, every time you go to Target, every time you go to fucking Walmart, y'all bitch and complain how wrong it is, but y'all still support these evil corporations who are doing this slavery shit. Slavery has never ended. Y'all, it has never ended. Slavery has taken on a new form. You pay when you pay taxes, you're a slave. When you pay for everything you got, you're a slave. You're a slave to the damn winner. Every time you buy something, you're still a slave. Every time you pay for insurance, you're a slave. Every time you pay your so-called fines, you're a slave. Every time you pay your bills under this system, you are a slave. This racist, gynocentric, elitist, classist fucking system that we all complain about as people, as so-called Americans complain about, and people over the world too. But guess what? We are still slaves, but we don't want to do nothing about it. We complain about it, but we don't want to do nothing about it. Well, what makes you fucking different, Calvin? You're no different. You're complaining, but no. Here's the difference. I'm awake, even though I'm more awake than most of you motherfuckers out there. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I try to practice what I preach, but it's not easy when you don't have no support and you don't have no help. You know, it's very difficult. You know, I try to practice what I preach. You know, I'm a doer, not a talker. I walk the walk, besides talking the talk. And I don't talk a lot. I'm pretty much a laid-back, quiet guy. And outside of the internet, outside of social media. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, what makes me different is I'm awake. I'm conscious. I may not be fully conscious than most people, but I'm more awake and aware of what's going on than the average fucking person out here. You know, it sucks. It sucks being the black sheep in this society. It sucks being the black sheep among your fucking peers, among your fucking family, among your fucking friends. You know, it sucks being the black sheep in this fucking world. You know, you try to wake people up. You wake people up. You tell the truth. You try to educate people. You try to enlighten people, but most people don't want to get it. They don't want to listen to you. They don't want to hear it. They come up with their fucking excuses. They come up with their fucking cop-outs and shit. Oh, you're so negative. Oh, why? Don't spoil my holiday. I want to do whatever I want to do. Then fine, motherfucker. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. But don't complain about the fucking system and bitch about the fucking system that's oppressing you when you continue to spend your money and continue to be ignorant, not know your damn history, not be aware of your fucking surroundings, not be aware on how the system works. And what else? Not be aware of how the fucking system works, and not be able to control your dollar. You are supporting your own tyranny. You are supporting your own oppression every time. Every time you use this, this plastic, or paper, your money, cash. Every time you do that, you are supporting your own demise. You're not controlling your fucking dollar. You know what I'm saying? You are not controlling, most of you people out here are not controlling your dollar. If you want to make change, stop people talking about, you know, we should boycott holidays. I agree with you, but why do we gotta wait and boycott a certain day when we can do it right now? I understand organizing and communication, but what I'm saying is, boycotting a certain day is not gonna, doing that by itself is not gonna make change. Doing it all the time and doing it on a consistent basis will send a message. It's better to crash the economy than keep the economy going. But most people are so damn selfish, want to be ignorant, don't want to fucking get it. They want to do whatever the fuck they want to do, which is fine. But don't bitch and complain about fucking injustice and how evil the world is, especially you Christian motherfuckers, especially you religious people, and all these people who practice their fucking religion. Talk and bitch and complain and talk about how evil the world is and talk about God needs to do something. Why don't you stop calling God and be a man or be a fucking woman and do something yourself? How about you make this? How about you start to change? How about you make that change? It shouldn't be me. I can't do it by myself, and other people who are conscious and awake and aware of what's going on in the world, who are aware, can't do it by themselves. We can't do it by ourselves. We need help. We need an army. We need a team. It cannot be, there's no I in team. It cannot be one person. It cannot be me. I talk about group economics to you so-called Negroes out there. But y'all say, well, you don't support black businesses. Well, there's no so-called black businesses in my fucking area, in the town that I live in. Even though I live in the South, where there's a lot of so-called black people, a lot of people of color out here, you know, now that has the highest concentration of so-called African Americans. But we don't stick together, we don't work together, we don't want to build together for whatever the fucking reason, because of fear, because you don't want to be called a black racist, which I stated, it's impossible, and there's no such goddamn thing as a reverse racist, okay? Do I have to explain? Okay? You know, if you're not in a position of power, if you don't own or control anything, if you don't have a history of committing fucking genocide and being inhumane and being evil and enslaving and killing off people and taking their resources and stealing their fucking land and conquering other nations, you cannot be a colonizer nor a black racist or any your person who's non-European descent cannot be a fucking racist. Damn. I mean, how many times I gotta say the fucking same thing? But like I'm telling y'all, to y'all Negroes out there, you Negropeans, you are black, to y'all so-called black people, you know, you complain and complain. But I know the media always, everybody bitches and complains. You got the feminists, mostly Caucasian women, complaining. You got the gay people, mostly Caucasian people, complaining. You got Caucasian people bitching and complaining. You got Asian people complaining. You got Middle Eastern people complaining. You got Latino people complaining. And Hispanic people complaining. You got other groups of people complaining. You know, people of all ethnicities and all cultures complaining about something, but they always try to make it seem like we're just complaining. Ever thought about maybe we have a valid case of complaining? You got to understand, the way you affect social change is complaining. Okay, we wouldn't be in the situation that we are in and throughout history you couldn't make a change in the world to make a difference if you didn't have people complaining and fighting against injustice. People are unfair treatment against a particular group of people. You know what I'm saying? You understand? But like I said, to so-called black people, how can you complain about the system and injustice? And I'm not trying to make this a race thing, okay? But How can if you can't complain about to people out there, regardless of what ethnicity you are and what you believe in your class, and whether you're rich or poor, or whether you are straight or gay, whether you are a feminist or a men's rights activist, no matter what you stand for, Republican or Democratic, we all got to come together, because this bullshit that's happening in our world is killing all of us. We are all being affected here. You know what I'm saying? We are all being affected here. We can't complain a bitch about something, and we can't complain a bitch about the corporations doing this shit when we continue to spend our money and make them rich, make them wealthy and wealthier. You know what I'm saying? And we get poor in the process. You know, we can't complain about the fucking government when we continue to be obedient and a slave and a good little Negro, and be told to the fucking government. You continue to obey the government. You continue to not protest. You continue to not get involved in the politics. You continue to not voice how you feel. You continue to not take extreme measures to make change. You don't go at the source. Money controls this society. Money and pussy controls this society, and it controls every goddamn nation out there. You understand? Money talks. Money affects change. You complain about the corporations, you complain about the kids, you know, and other poor countries, underdeveloped nations, working these 24-hour days, but y'all continue to go to Walmart and Target and Best Buy, or whatever big time Fortune 500 company out there, whatever company out there, you continue to patron their businesses, even though they're paying these workers low wages. They're paying them less than dollars. They're treating them. They got poor working conditions. They can't afford to feed their own fucking family, just like us in the States. But it affects us differently. We continue to spend money on them, but we talk about, oh, poor them. No, poor us for being fucking stupid and selfish as hell. You know, it's frustrating, you know, about people's, you you spending money on a fucking day. You spending all your hard-earned money to continue to pay for your own fucking demise. You on these days, you know, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, you got Valentine's Day, you got St. Patrick's Day, you name it. Every pagan fucking day that we have every fucking year, we continue to patronize and spend our money and get drunk and stupid and high for no goddamn reason. And I don't understand that. Owing to kill us, we lose our rights every day. We're under this constant, going through this unfair, inhumane treatment of injustice. Yet, but we continue to not stick together, stand together, work together, and build together, and control our dollar, and know our history, and know the truth. I mean, do you know what Christmas means? The truth. I mean, I don't believe in that. You know, Santa Claus being a big fat Caucasian man giving me a fucking present coming down the fucking chimney. That is so. I mean, we continue to teach our children that there's no such thing. No Santa Claus exists like that. There's no such thing as a Santa Claus. But we continue to brainwash our kids with that bullshit. Same with religion. We continue to mislead our children with bullshit. And you wonder why things don't fucking change. And it drives me nuts that you got all these sheep out here from all over the damn place, spending their money, and then they can't afford to pay their fucking bills. So you're spoiling your kids with useless products, you know, especially toys and all these gadgets, but you can't afford to pay your water bill and your light bill and your car payment and your fucking rent or your fucking mortgage, which makes no goddamn sense. Why don't you tell your kids the truth about these holidays, these pagan days? But y'all motherfuckers talk about, well, I still want to live in an imagination. It's time to grow up, people. It's time to grow up and be an adult. Even if you're a kid watching me right now, and you should, you know, it's time for you kids out there, you younger kids, the upcoming generation, it's time for you to snap out of it and grow up and stop living in imagination. Some of y'all motherfuckers, you know, some of you kids want to be adults. Well, time for y'all to be an adult right now and get the truth and get this knowledge. You know, I know it's hard. I know y'all want to fit in. I know about the peer pressure. I know about all that. I've been through all that myself growing up. You know, but it's better to be your own individual, think for yourself, and do for you. And try to wake as many people as you can. If you can wake up at least one person, you're doing something right. You understand me? You know, it's time for us to, it don't make no sense, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, and all these other pagan fucking holidays people, you spend all your money, and New Year's. No, and I forgot, and you can might as well throw in New Year's in too, because that's a business too. All these holidays are based on a business. It's all a business. It's all commercialized. It's all about profit and exploitation and slavery, which we are continue to support just to be happy and to live in an illusion that everything's okay when it's not okay. It's wrong as hell. You know, it's time to tell you kids the truth. It's time for us people, for us adults, to lead by example and live by the truth. Stop with this, oh, you're so negative, don't spoil my holiday spirit. It's not about spoiling your holiday spirit. It's about knowing the truth and bettering your situation and bettering your life with this knowledge that you can get on your fucking phone, on your fucking laptop, on your fucking desktop. You know what I'm saying? It's about bettering your situation with the truth. It's not about making you feel bad. It's about enlightening you and uplifting you and freeing yourself from the fucking matrix. You know, there's a reason why people are depressed about the fucking holidays. Because deep down inside, we know it's fucking bullshit. We know that a lot of us, can't afford to enjoy life like these wealthy assholes out here. We can't enjoy life. We can't enjoy the fruits of our fucking labor because these motherfuckers are taking our fucking fruits. You know, these fucking criminals at the top, the powers that be, are fucking us over and raping us without no damn Vaseline. You don't have nobody. You're lonely as hell. Your family. You hardly see your family. The only time your family wants to come around is when you got something. Your so-called friends. It's everybody's so damn selfish about them fucking selves, and I'm really tired of it. I'm really tired of doing these long vlogs, explaining myself 24/7 all the damn time. Yeah, I got a lot of videos that I need to cover, but I do this from the heart because I care about people. People ask me, well, why do you do this? Why do you care so much? Because I care about people. I care about the society. I care about life. All I want is people to be happy and do what they enjoy. You know what I'm saying? I want people to enjoy their life. Enjoy their life, even though I can't really enjoy my life right now, but I'm trying to. I want people to have the best that they can have and live up to their fucking potential and enjoy happiness, peace, and prosperity. You shouldn't wait for a certain day to enjoy happiness. You can be happy anytime you want, but you got to do certain things to make yourself happy. You cannot live in an illusion of happiness when you see all this tyranny and all this bullshit, all this evil coming around you, and you see people getting fucked over and yourself getting fucked over, but you can't say nothing. I can't stand that shit. I'm the black sheep of my family. I'm the black sheep around in this fucking corporation of this fucked up bullshit ass nation, which is a corporation. You know, all I want is the best for everybody and what's right for everybody. You know, people want to talk a good game, but they don't do shit. I'm not one of those people. I really am serious about change, and I'm very serious about making my life better, but at the same time making other people around me, making their lives better so I can have an easy life. That's what I do That's what I do is because of that reason. All I want people is to be enlightening. Be enlightened about what's going on around their environment. Once you know the truth about your environment, it's your responsibility to wake up the next person, and the other person wake up the next person, so we can do something, so we can better our situations here. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying is people wake up. You know, stop spending your money and wasting your money just for your own fucking demise, just for a quick second of happiness. That's stupid. It's your responsibility to do things to better your life and to better this planet's life. You know what I'm saying? Wake up. You know, I'm just really irritated by what I'm saying is people saying I gotta wait for a certain day to be happy so we can pretend that everything's okay when not everything's okay. It really don't make no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you live your life every day? Why don't you, instead of waiting for a certain day to be happy and to spend family time and enjoy time with your friends, why don't you do it anytime you feel like it? Why don't you do that every day? Why do you gotta wait for a certain day to enjoy your life? Why don't you enjoy your life right now? Why don't you, instead of waiting for a pagan day, why don't you pick a day that you choose to enjoy your life? Now let's talk about New Year's resolutions. Why y'all waiting to do stuff in the next year? Why don't you do it right now? Why don't you start? You should have started like 7 months ago, to be honest. But instead of waiting for a certain date of the other year, actually, technically the new year don't start until the spring. But see, who controls the situation defines the situation. So we are operating under a system where they're telling us what's the season, what is the day, and when you can celebrate this and when you can celebrate that, which I find is bullshit. You should be able to celebrate something and enjoy something anytime you want. That's the way I feel. I should be able to buy somebody a gift anytime I feel like it. I should be able to get a gift anytime someone wants to give it to me instead of a certain day. Now with birthdays, I look at things differently. You know what I'm saying? That's the only day, you know, that you can enjoy stuff, you know. You should be able to celebrate your birthday. That's when you were born. People don't believe in birthdays, but that's fine. But I'm just saying, you should, if you want to buy somebody a gift, it shouldn't be on a certain day. If you don't have the money right now, don't spend it. Why don't you wait for a certain day where you have the means to give somebody that gift who actually deserves that gift now? That's what I'm saying. If you want to change your life and better your life, why don't you do it right now? Why don't you start the groundwork and start building the foundation to make that change right now? Don't wait for stuff. Society has told us and conditioned us that we have to wait for a certain day and time to enjoy life and enjoy the fruits of our labor or enjoy shit. Period. And that's bullshit to me. You should be able to enjoy something and have something and achieve something when you can. I mean, real talk, there's no perfect situation. You cannot pick and choose, and you have no control when you can reach your destiny or when you can get that opportunity. When the opportunity pops up, it always pops up when you least expect it. You know what I'm saying? So people, stop going by that bullshit. Well, it has to happen at this time or this time. Shit don't happen on your terms. Wake up. Stuff does not happen on your terms. You don't have no control of your destiny or what you want and when you want it to happen. It will happen when it's time. Well, it will happen when you least expect it, but it's your responsibility to make that happen. Think about what I said. Y'all enjoy your holidays and Happy New Year's. Peace.